G'day folks, back again for another bush camp. This time I'm doing 2 nights. Still in the Childers area, at a place called Eureka Station. Alright, let's have a quick talk about Eureka Station. No power, no water hookup, although they do have fresh filtered water here, but not for filling your tanks of course. Showers, toilets. Heard a whisper that they got a great little swimming hole here, so we'll be checking all that out later. Now I've actually arrived halfway through a long weekend, so all the better spots for caravans have been taken. However, I've found this great little spot where I'm hooked up to now. Easy in, easy out, love it. Now $18 per night per person. I reckon that's great value, to be honest. For a bush camp, I reckon that's great value. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get off my bum. Let's go check out the park. Alright folks, this is my setup for the next 2 days. As I said earlier, car's still attached. You can tell there's a lot of trees here, so if you've got a big caravan it could be a little bit tricky to find a nice spot. A fire pit down there. And we just pan around, and then you've got the uncleared bush down there. So there's plenty of places, plenty of fire pits spread amongst the place, but for a big caravan could be a little bit tricky. A lot of trees. So folks, after a bit of a walk around the park, I did notice that there are some spots here you can get a big van into, not too many, so you'd have to get here early to catch a good spot. I mean, this is the May Day long weekend, so all the good spots are obviously taken. So the walk around was interesting. I mean, I'm not too far from the toilets where I am. A little bit of a walk to the showers. There is a pond down there. All the kids are swimming in there at the moment. Hopefully they all pack up and go home tomorrow. They've got to go back to school, and I'll have the place to myself. Well, that's the plan. Anyway, we'll have a walk around later when this hopefully weather clears up, because it's just about to rain. Alright, let's check out the toilets. Nice little platform to start off with. Now normally I don't go inside toilets, but I've been inside here. Check that out. Beautiful, clean, flushing toilet. Alright, let's have a little bit of a peek into the showers this time. Just excuse that dog barking. So pretty basic. Clean, hot and cold water. Yep, that'll do the job. Another new construction going up here. Looking at the shape of it, we're going to have showers again. And here we have the undercover area. It's not a camp kitchen as such, however it does have a barbecue. Once again, like the rest of the park, very clean. So here's the glamping tent. I think it's the only one here at the moment. There's no one here, so let's have a sticky beak inside, see what it looks like. Hey, this is set up pretty good. Check it out. And here we have the swimming pond. So we will go around, jump inside, just take a look. Gardens all the way around, very well presented. Usual swimming location rules. So we've got a nice little sandy beach area here, and then go into the pool. Very clean. So shallow at this end, Looks like it's a little bit deeper down that end. Go and have a look. Okay. Just walking around this little path. There's a rock here. And you probably can't see from the glare, but that would be a good 6 foot deep, I'm guessing. Very, very nice. The test of the water, it's cool. But I reckon I'll be jumping in here later on. Now, apparently there are fish in here, but I haven't seen any as yet. So maybe I'll take the GoPro in when I'm swimming. So the fire's in a much better level now. We've got a nice slow sizzle happening in here. And it just really needs a heat up. It's looking good. Weather's held off. Well, I don't think that rain's too far away. So dinner will be served shortly. Righto, let's serve this yummy looking dish up. I really hope it's good because I've got I'm going to end up with 2 meals in here. Righto. Let's get these chopsticks. Let's have a taste. Hot damn, that's pretty damn good. Alright guys, I'm having dinner. G'day folks, just me again. I just thought I'd give a bit of a rundown with power. Now, completely off grid here, and as you can tell, I'm currently sitting on 13 volts, I think it is. Just ignore the flashing grey water tank. So it'd be interesting to know how power goes. It is overcast, and there is a lot of trees, so I'll have to be a little bit conservative when it comes to power. So one of the biggest users of power is obviously the fridge freezer. Now in my Snowy, which is a 2024 model, this fridge is straight 12 volts. So what I have done, until here, I've turned the freezer off altogether. Do not need the freezer on. And I have also turned the fridge power down, and later on tonight I will put it into night mode. That way I will hopefully conserve enough power to get me through the next couple of days. I only have 200 amp hours, sorry, of lithium, and if I don't get any sunshine, it could get close. We'll see how we go. Good morning folks. It's almost dawn on the second night stay here, and I'll just sort of give an update on the power. So as you can tell on the right hand side gauge, pretty much has not gone below 90%. So that gives a very good reflection that the changes I did to the fridge has obviously conserved power. Yesterday we got a little bit of sunshine, probably enough to keep those 2 batteries topped up. Well folks, that's a wrap for me. That's my 2-night stay here at Eureka Station, just a little bit north of Childers. Summarising, have I enjoyed my stay? Damn straight I have. This is a fantastic park. Like I said previously, $18 a night per person. You can't beat that. and the bonus of having flushable toilets, hot and cold showers, and that pond. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So anyway, I'm all packed up, just about ready to hit the road. 2 days time I'm heading off again. I'm off to Crow's Nest for 2 nights, and then going to the Tiny Home Show in Toowoomba. So got to get the van all ready for that. However, before I go, mentioning that pond again, just going to duck down there for an early morning swim. It'll be nice and brisk, make me all nice and fresh, feel good for my drive home. So I hope you enjoyed the video guys, and we'll catch up with you next time. Oh, gee, that's crisp.